This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today we're going to take a look at the Rainbow High Costume Ball Bella Parker doll. She is sporting a pink witchy look to her to go along with the costume theme of this line, a Walmart exclusive series that was way too expensive for what you're getting. That's terrible. Um, on the back, we get to see the full length costumes of Bella, Robin, and Violet. The artwork always looks great on Rainbow High. I think aside from Masters of the Universe, it's the toy line that has the best artwork done for it. Inside, of course, we have a little bit of information about her. Bella Parker has the most spellbinding looks. She's got some tricks up her witchy sleeves to make sure her school takes center stage at the Rainbow Vision Costume Ball. With a name like Bella Parker, though, I'm kind of surprised they didn't actually make her the spider-themed one, a la Peter Parker. Maybe they're worried about some copyright issues. She doesn't want to come out of her box. All right, so we got Bella Parker in all of her encased glory still. And let's go ahead and cut her free. For a moment there, I thought she was wearing white underwear. Oh my gosh. There is so much glue in her hair over here. They did not have her attached by the back of the head this time, probably because of her hat. We will release her stand and the comb, which of course, with how much glue is in her hair, the comb is practically useless. This is not going to be easy. I'd like some of that hassle-free packaging, please. Comb. Let's see, it appears that they did in fact attach her sleeve to her hat. Just go ahead and get this off of here. Check out them fingernails. Those are some long ass acrylics. And actually, unlike most of the other ones that I've looked at so far, she actually just has the tips painted instead of going for the whole line design. Oh, there. That's attached down to the skirt now. I hate those tabs so much. Unfortunately, with Bella, she suffers from the same problem that Robin does, and that's that her outfit does not really encompass the glory of the artwork. When you look at the artwork here, we see that they've got this kind of like a heavy mesh, which I have seen that you can buy actual clothing like this from certain resellers online, including with the little gems at the intersections of the straps. In order to kind of get this look sort of like that, they ended up just going with kind of like a fishnet look to it, and not even a good one. It definitely would have been nicer if they'd gotten a larger grid going on the fishnets. Or would this just qualify as mesh? I mean, that does look like the same material that they use to make the fishnet tights for the dolls when they make it. So And because it should be on her arms, her uh, underboob area, it just doesn't work. Plus, they used a different color mesh here and here than they did. You know, it doesn't match up with what they did on the box, which is really a shame because like I really like the artwork on the box. This is kind of the reason why with the Rainbow High dolls for this line, I kind of hesitated because the box art was so much better than the actual follow through was, and that's sad. Also, a surprising bit of nitpickery here, but the skirt's not really long enough to go with the artwork either. Having it go mid thigh instead of just above the knee, which again, it changes the silhouette. Although the artwork on the dolls have always had a more hourglass silhouette than the actual dolls have, which is kind of a shame too. It would be kind of nice if they had gone with a follow through on that. But let's go ahead and take a closer look at her overall. Um, there's a mark over her lip here. Bella does not have like a mole, so that's not supposed to be there. I'll probably just leave it though, because it can be just like a beauty mark type of thing. Again, with a lot of these dolls, it was kind of difficult to find really good makeup on them. And I think this is the best Bella I found, and she's actually pretty good. I mean, if you stare too hard, you might find some unevenness in it, but let's not stare that hard, shall we? She's got the necklace here that I think is supposed to have an RH on there, but it's really hard to tell. So, to talk more about some of the differences in the doll and the artwork, besides the colors being off, because when you look at the artwork for the doll, her dress is basically all one color, and here they differentiated with some other lighter pinks, which also I think detracts from the overall design. Plus, what it looks like it's supposed to kind of be is this would be like a separate um, bra top kind of thing with the shoulders having like almost a wrap look to it, ending in the bow, which I think would have looked great. Because then you'd have like this kind of going this way at the bow, and then where it's almost like a wrap skirt at the bottom, which also is something that they didn't really do a particularly good job on um, making it look like. Also, obviously, this is supposed to be more of a corded material, which they do use that kind of cord because that's what was used on the shoes for Robin. So I don't know why they didn't just go ahead and use it to make the bow that's attached here. I think it would have looked much better. But then again, you probably couldn't get the same kind of loop, but they don't really have a loop there either. It's just a terrible looking little bow. So there's another bit of a failure with this doll. Also, we've got where the spider here is supposed to be kind of like cinching the bra area together. It's just very, very flat there with um, none of the little like cinching that it's supposed to look like. And that's kind of a shame too. This costume is really nice. I would love to see a cosplayer do this one based on the box because that would be just absolutely gorgeous. And it's really it's just so disheartening to see when they can't match the artwork and the doll. I would much rather if they were going to do this that they had just did the artwork for the box based on the costume that they created for the doll rather than create the artwork for the box and then fail to recreate it for the doll. And I know there's some things you can't do because I mean there's no way at this scale they could have done all the gems like this. So why have it in the artwork? So she's got very glittery heels, and some lace socks. They look really cute, though their paint is all over the place on the bottom of the heels. Didn't quite line it up very well in the deco. Lots of glitter. It's already getting all over the table and all over my hands, as glitter tends to do. Her hat is currently attached, and I've learned my lesson on taking hats and masks and stuff off of dowels, so I don't like to do that. She has the Rainbow High logo here. I could kind of see a cosplayer possibly creating this logo like this and then making sure that these are all separate lights that could be turned on. Her witchy hat does not have quite the point that it does in the artwork either, which is kind of a shame. I don't think we can even, yeah, we can't even get it to come out more than what it is. So it just kind of like flops there upwards instead of falling backwards like it does. That probably has more to do with the way she was packaged in the box than anything else. Articulation wise, she has the ball jointed head. Her arms can move around, move out. Single joint in the elbow. We can spin the hand around and do the in and out. Nothing at the waist. She can kick up and kick back and out. She has, because the skirt is so short, she has pretty good range of motion going. We have the double jointed knee, no ankle articulation. So she can kind of kneel there and do her witchy stuff. Her dress is supposed to like kind of hold up here, but it doesn't stay up there very well, unfortunately. She's got her little spiders on here, much like Robin had. In fact, the spider looks like it's almost in the same position as the one on Robin's dress. Lots of ruffles. Her wicked ass claws. Hair wise, I mean, this is like, you can kind of hear it maybe. It's just so heavy with glue, it's kind of ridiculous. And I know they pretty much do that in order to keep the curls in there because it is really difficult to make the curls. I've tried doing the whole heat boiling method before on other dolls, and it just has failed spectacularly for me. I know a lot of other doll costumers on YouTube who can do it really well. I cannot. Her earrings have the Rainbow High logo plus a little pink gem and then a little pearl teardrop. Same on both sides. A lot of times with these things, they usually do like the R on one side and the H on the other, but they just did them both the same. It's kind of hard to tell how well of a good job they did on rooting the hair because the hat covers a lot of it, and like I said, I'm not gonna even try to detach the hat this case because let's be honest, if you take this hat off of her, the chances of getting it to stay on her once you display it is pretty slim. The back of her dress does have a very low back to it, which is kind of unique. I have not seen any of the uh, Shadow High or Ever After High dolls have that much of that low of a back, even on the swimsuit ones. Straight hair. Now, looking at the back of the knees, I'm not sure if this is a different color plastic on purpose or if this is just like some yellowing that's occurred with the plastic. I know that's a big problem with a lot of the Transformers lately. In fact, I would say it is a yellowing issue because this one's quite a bit lighter and looks like it matches more with what was here previously. So hopefully that doesn't infect the rest of and it's just a joint thing. So overall, taking a look at Bella here, much like Robin, the doll artwork is much better looking than the actual doll itself. It's still not a bad look overall. It's just really disappointing when you compare her to the the artwork. That kind of looks like her finger is swollen there. Uh, Aside from that, again, it's actually a really beautiful doll. I just wish they had made the dress look a little bit more closer to what the artwork was, and I really do think it would have been nice if the skirt went further down and that they'd actually done the wrap look that's in the artwork closer with the final product. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace and love.